Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Simon.
And I am a rail enthusiast who loves going up and down the country, riding on the trains, filming and taking photos of them as well. These videos of my railway journeys can differ sometimes, as they can go to plan or will go bad.
Welcome to Simon Trains Railway Journeys. Hello everyone, and welcome to Rugeley Town Station. Today we are going to get Bahamas, go back to Keighley. Now, the original plan was to go to Burton-on-Trent or Tamworth and chase it up the Midland Main Line to probably north of Sheffield, and then go to somewhere like Firstcoach, Swinton or somewhere like that. Now, LMS Heritage have threw us back in the works literally, and unfortunately, they've got another loco out today on test, which is a Black 5 45231. So there's two steam locomotives out today on the UK railways, and I had to change my plan to get Bahamas. Now, the plan for today is go up to Crewe first to get the Black 5 45231, and then I've got a Northern Pass, which I'll be using that, which is a free pass which you get from Delay Repay. If you submit a Delay Repay and ask for a free complimentary pass voucher or something like that, it gives you a free pass. But we're going to be using one of them from Crewe all the way up to Manchester to Sheffield to get to Moorthorpe, which is where we're going to get Bahamas today. So we're actually going to Yorkshire for that. I could have got Bahamas at Tamworth first, then rushed over to Crewe, but then that will be the West Midlands Day Ranger, and to be honest, for that it's not really worth it. So we're going to do that. I'm waiting for the 0834 to Rugeley Trent Valley now. But before we do that, I have noticed they've actually updated the platform extensions a bit, so we're going to have a look at them and then go over to get our train. And on the Birmingham bound platform, not really much has improved. It's just basically the same like the southern end. As you can see, the only thing they've added in here is that platform edge there. On the bit of the fencing there with the lamppost, that's about it. But they are coming on nicely, the platform extensions here. Anyway, to the trains.
Stafford, Runcorn, Liverpool South Parkway and Liverpool Lime Street. This train is formed of 4 coaches.
We now made it to Crewe for our first steam locomotive of the day, the Black 5. We just got here just after 9:30. Black 5 leaves at 10 o'clock, and then after that I'll be on a northern service about 10:16 to, well, we go to Manchester, but this one goes by the airport. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off at Alderley Edge, and get another train from Alderley Edge to Manchester that way.
Next train to arrive at platform 12 is not fully used. Please stand clear of platform 8 at platform 12. The next arrival at platform 12 is not for public use.
Black 5 behind me is actually taking on water, which wasn't supposed to. So I don't know what's happened, but they're taking on water here at platform 12. So this might be leaving late now. So it might bugger the plan to get Bahamas. What? Backward.
Wath at 10:16, Northern service to Braintree, Crewe and Sherwood.
That's it. 373.
The next train will run after the line 10.
I think it's Wakefield main line to Wakefield slow line, then
We now made it to Alderley Edge. Now, the reason I'm getting off at Alderley Edge here, because I'm waiting for that train down the bottom there, because that gets me to Manchester 10 minutes before that Northern 319 gets me to Manchester. So I'm saving myself a bit of time in Manchester, about half an hour, to get the train to Sheffield. Now, I don't know if the Class 150 and the 142 is coming into the platform yet, or we're waiting for a freight train to pass through first. But yeah, we're just going to have to wait. We might just jump on the pacer actually, just for the hell of it. frustrated with these, I've always getting wrong sides in.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And Buxton. Platform 9, 49 Northern service to Sheffield. Forward ready to North, Bridlington, Redbury, Rugeley, Wath, Union Central.
Northern service all the way through to Sheffield, Crewe, Merich North, Bridlington, Redbury, Rugeley, Moorthorpe, Nero Central, Keighley, Edale, Hull, Bamford, Haversage, Brindleford, Dorsoley and Sheffield. Safety note, south boxing throughout the train. Please take your time to read these. Please keep the elbow seats for your luggage. And keep all personal belongings with you. When please heard at all times. If you see or hear anything suspicious, please report to a member of the train crew immediately. And please have your tickets and passes ready. Good note to the now passes through the train. Our first stop will be ready to know if we leave with him and the captain.
Now at Dawn Totney, which is the last stage before we get to Sheffield. Now once at Sheffield we've got a 10-minute connection to get our train to Moorthorpe. We come along the Hope Valley from Manchester, we're on 150, 126 and just left Dawn Totney now heading towards Sheffield. Oh, bloody hell.
And then there's another big further on. I don't know if there's 2 or 3 lots.
Yeah.
We're now at Moorthorpe station. Now Bahamas is just arrived, but she's got to be looped because she's taking on water here. So we're just going to cross the road, get a few shots over the road, and then wait for back under the bridge, which is quite easy, except this is a busy road. So, but no, Moorthorpe Loop is a water stop, so it's a good location for it. But we'll do now how we cross this road. After this car? Yep. So just cross the road now, and you can see just from this bridge here, Bahamas is just right down the bottom here. Just right there, taking on water.
The only station I'll be giving a bit of history on today is Moorthorpe Station. It relies on the Wakefield line and the Deerleen Valley line, 18¼ miles north of Sheffield. The station was opened in May 1879 jointly by the Midland Railway and the North Eastern Railway as part of their Swinton and Nottingham Joint Railway, where a short cord was also built at the same time to link the joint line to join the Doncaster to Leeds line. The station is of northeastern design, but the line was maintained by the Midland Railway. The station was reduced to the status of unstaffed halt in the 1980s, and the station building was converted into a pub, but that closed in the early 1990s, but recently being restored by the Town Council with funding for the Railway Heritage Trust to include office space and a cafe which is called the Mallard. A footbridge was opened at the end of May 2010. Before the footbridge opened, passengers had to cross the tracks at a flat crossing. The station is served by hourly Leeds to Sheffield trains, which are diesel multiple units from Northern. But there is an odd York to Sheffield service, which also stops at this station as well, operated by Northern. The station is also 18 minutes on foot to South Elmsall station on the Doncaster Leeds line, and less than a mile away is Frickley Athletic Football Club.
do apologise about the lack of information that I've been giving you from Crewe to here, but I was with somebody. He's gone to Lincoln now by Fritz William and Doncaster. But I'll be quick because there was a stand clear announcement for platform 2, which is the opposite platform. We're at Moorthorpe, lovely station building. It's got a cafe in there called the Mallard. They do lovely pork pies, mini ones for 55p. Tastes like nice as well. And a coffee for £1.75, which is on the floor at the moment because waiting for. Moorthorpe station is brilliant. I do like it. Definitely like this side though, because especially over here it's the junction. Now I'll explain the junction quickly. This side here on the left takes you to Fritz William and onto the East Coast Main Line to Leeds. That way, I think that takes you to York by Church Fenton. We've been here since 10 to 2, but we are leaving here at 15:20 to go back to Sheffield. Once at Sheffield, I'll go back on the home bay to Manchester, Manchester to Crewe, and I get my train back from Crewe to Stafford or Rugeley Trent Valley. I don't know what this stand clear of is because it could be a light shed actually. But we only got like 10 minutes here because my train at 15:20 is due in, which will be 144022 taking me back to Sheffield by Rotherham. We did get Bahamas here. We actually got on the bridge just up there because the platform was a bit busy, which is lovely to get. And so I do apologise because there's something coming on platform 2, like I mentioned 3 times now. But yeah, so I'm going to see if we can try and get that. If not, by pacer back to Sheffield. Pulling into Sheffield station. We've got that 10-minute connection for the Manchester train by the Home Valley, which I think might be the same unit, because again, 150 126. Once we get to Manchester, we've got half an hour before we get a train back to Crewe. Just pulling into Sheffield now. Yeah, just go through a tunnel. Here we are. Just pulling into. Oh no, we're just. Oh yeah, there's Stafford. So just pulling into Sheffield station now. We're now at Manchester Piccadilly with 319, 379 behind me, and we're going to jump on this 319 now because we are catching this train to Crewe. Once we're at Crewe, I've got two ways getting back. I could get the 1902 to Rugeley Trent Valley, which I'm going to catch at Stafford anyway, or I could get the 1922 Virgin service to Stafford and join the 1902 there. Either way, I'm getting back to Rugeley Trent Valley and walking it back from there. So I'm going to jump on this now and go to Crewe. We're now at the, we're nearly at the end of this ride on 319. 379, which is not far off Crewe now, but once at Crewe, like I mentioned earlier in the video, there's a choice of two trains. The 1902 to Rugeley Trent Valley by Stoke-on-Trent, which I might still be able to get that, or there's the 1922 Virgin train service to Stafford that I can pick up the Rugeley service at Stafford. But we're just pulling into Crewe nearly, so we'll see what happens. Okay, we just made it back in Crewe. We did miss the 1902 to to Rugeley Trent Valley, but it's not the end of the world because I can get the 1922 Virgin train service to Stafford and then get that train from Stafford back to Rugeley. So it's not the end of the world, even though I missed it. Now I could get that train there to Stafford, but that stays on the slow line all the way through. But I would rather have the Virgin train service than the London North Western service to Stafford any day. I'm now back at my place now, just finishing editing this video on the computer, which is just literally over there, while I'm watching a cab ride DVD. Now, actually before we get started on the summary, right, comment down below if you know where this station is. It's in Scotland, and I will narrow it down for you. It's one of the routes between Glasgow and Edinburgh. I might print screen it and just put it on yeah, I will print screen this, but or get a photo of it and put it on the video so for a close-up. But the summary for today, well actually we went up to Crewe to get the Black 5, even though the Black 5 did reverse out of Crewe, which wasn't expected. It did actually was supposed to be in platform 12 as well, which was another expected thing. The morning path ended up getting cancelled, but it did rain in the afternoon on that day. But I couldn't get the afternoon one because I was too busy trying to get Bahamas. So we did get 45231 Sherwood Forester into Crewe station. They went to Alderley Edge to get to Manchester, and then by the Hove Valley to Sheffield. I wish I could travel on the Woodhead route to Sheffield, but unfortunately east of Hadfield is closed. Shame really. So we got to Sheffield, then we got to Moorthorpe, which is where we got Bahamas flying through. Well, I wouldn't call it flying through, I would actually call it crawling through, because you have to take the junction just north of the station to go to the Doncaster to Leeds line. But it was a water stop at Moorthorpe, which I did not know was a water stop till I saw the tanker on arrival into the station. And after Moorthorpe I went back to Sheffield, to Manchester, and back along to Crewe, back to Stafford and Rugeley. Which everything else, the day actually turned out alright, to be honest, I would admit that. On the way from Crewe to Moorthorpe I did make it up with Craig Oates, which I enjoyed the company with him, so thank you for that. And at Manchester Piccadilly station I was taking a picture of a little plaque on platform 1, and I bumped into Jonathan Gilb, and nice meeting him too. So that's basically the trip sorted. But next trip I might do another trip before this trip, which the chances are I probably will, because the date is the 11th of February. I'm actually doing this a week later than the actual video itself, this outro. But there are East Midlands trains diverting along the Erewash Bay line. Now I might do Alfreton station. In fact no, the next video I will go to Alfreton to film the diverts through there, because last time I did that I only got cross country through there, and it wasn't fair on Alfreton, but Ilkeston and Langley Mill did get the full diverts and Alfreton didn't. So the next video will be me travelling to Alfreton station. After that there will be a charter that I'll be on going up to Carlisle, which I'll explain more after the Alfreton video. But the Alfreton video will be published on Sunday, and then the charter, and then 2 days in London. It'll all be explained later on. So thank you for watching. You can subscribe to me at Simon Trades Rail Journeys at Facebook, Simon Trades Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you for the next video in a week's time when I travel to Alfreton station for East Midland trains diverting through there.